Hi, everybody. Jennifer Schaus here, coming to you live today from Washington, D.C. And today is one of our sponsored content webinars. We're lucky to have Derek Surratt, who's been with us in the past, of the Federal Forecasting app. Hopefully you guys have downloaded that. And today Derek is going to talk about building relationships in federal contracting. The slides and the recording will be available later today on our YouTube channel. It'll also be posted on our website. Derek will take any of your questions. So throughout the presentation, as you have questions, you can type them in on the right-hand side of your screen. There should be a control panel there. And just make sure that the questions go to everybody, and then I will read them off in the order that they are received. So I'm going to put myself on mute. Derek, just let me know when you're ready for your next slide. And again, we're very happy to have you with us here today for a sponsored content webinar.
Awesome, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. All right, good morning, everyone. Who's Derek Surratt? Derek Surratt is an Army vet. My day-to-day job is pretty much federal construction. The Federal Forecasting app was just a tool created to simplify business development, market research efforts for small businesses. The goal was to create an ecosystem with the Federal Forecasting app where users could interact with OSBDU personnel and have all this information under one umbrella, one platform. My day-to-day, like I said, is construction, and I'm located in Little Rock, Arkansas. So thanks for joining us. And at the end of the webinar, please ask a ton of questions. Next slide. Okay, today's agenda is we're going to talk about strategic partners, partner benefits, the various different functionalities of the sub-admin access, directory, real-time update, video conference, organizing content, partner programs, member updates, and how to get the app. Your role as a partner and what we're looking for in a partner, benefits of the Federal Forecasting apps, tips on how to use it effectively, and conclusions and Q&A. Next slide, please. So, strategic partners, who are we looking to partner with? We're looking for prime vendors. Prime vendors will have the ability to put their content within the Federal Forecasting app, have their own category, subcategory management, upload content, and upload upcoming opportunities. Prime vendors would also be able to look at the members access, user access of who's all a member of the Federal Forecasting app, look at their capability statement, their primary NAICS codes, and then they could build a relationship via the Federal Forecasting app to gain more participation on their upcoming projects. Apex Accelerators, I believe I have the same goal as Apex Accelerators. My goal is to let the disenfranchised community know about federal contracting opportunities and that things are available out there for the disenfranchised communities, hub zones, 8As, woman-owned, disadvantaged woman-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned, and also people that's not familiar with contracting with the federal government. My goal is to provide them with information on how to get started in an ecosystem for them to get inside, to get connected to an environment that's going to help them grow in the space. End users will be the federal government. I would really love to partner with the federal government to have them to have access to their own category and subcategory management. Suppliers have the ability to partner with us and offer their offerings within the directory within the federal forecast. There's a ton of suppliers that provide products via BPAs and other vehicles within the federal government, but they can't capture certain set-aside markets. So we're inviting you guys to come out and participate and link up with the members in our ecosystem to partner and possibly get into a certain element, a certain set-aside of the federal government that you can't participate. Make yourself visible within our directory. Proposal writers. A lot of people on this platform is asking the question of, How do I get started? How do I package these things? Well, we're going to need your services. So we're asking you to get involved and participate in our directory, bonding and insurance providers. Once again, we're going to lead you guys to that directory so you guys can participate in this ecosystem, because guys that's coming in, they're looking for your services. Colleges and institutions can also participate. I believe that a lot of colleges out there, they don't know that they can participate within the federal government by taking advantage of some of the grant opportunities and research. And not only that, most colleges have business programs. And when I went to college, I didn't learn about federal contracting. I didn't know anything about federal contracting until after I graduated college and I was really hunting for a job. So this will be another tool for you to use to try to open up other avenues for your students that might want to engage in other business affairs outside of just commercial contracting. Nonprofit organizations, get involved. Once again, we have categories and subcategories that will take you directly to grants that you may be able to qualify for and participate in. And business development organizations, if you are trying to scale exponentially and grow small businesses, this is a good platform to kind of, it's an affordable platform for users to have under their umbrella via mobile and web interface to grow their organization. Next slide. Okay, so the benefit of partnering with us, if you are coming in as a prime and you want to have your own content, you will see to the right-hand side, Army Material Command, U.S. Army Medical Command. All of that is content that you will be able to have your own category management, just like what you see in front of you, and you'll be able to upload your content accordingly by category, subcategory, keywords, titles. You'll be able to put in description. If you have a YouTube channel, you can add YouTube links. You can upload various different capabilities. Various different PDF and spreadsheets under your own category and subcategory management. The industry will be able to engage with you. They'll be able to share your information throughout the platform on a social format. You would increase your brand awareness. You would increase your project involvement and opportunity awareness. You would also increase your small business participation. I believe you would also collaborate with members and reach industry personnel via push notification. So once you put something out there into the platform, that will provide a push notification to everybody that has this application, and they will be able to see your offers and content. So you'll be able to promote your offerings to the industry and all users on the platform. Next slide, please. Okay, once again, sub-admin access. So you will be giving your own password, own login credentials to input your own content and categories. So each member that partake in the category management sub-admin as a partner, you will have the ability to import articles, spreadsheets, opportunity. You will have access to directory management, post YouTube management content management, and you would also have access to the members that within the ecosystem of the Federal Forecasting Act. Next slide, please. Directory visibility. This is where we're calling all you guys that proposal writer, bonding, insurance, people that want to get their company information out there. They want to become more visible. Get involved in our directory. I want to say that it's only $19 a month. It will provide your company website, a brief description of your company, point of contact information, and location. You'll be visible by location. Next slide, please. Real-time updates, I spoke on it earlier. Once content is updated into the system, everybody would get a push notification. It'll be in the right-hand corner of the platform up top. And you also have the ability to bookmark certain articles and things like that that you want to keep in front of you. You have the ability to bookmark and download items. You can also take this on the go. So we have this information stored in a database in the cloud. So you don't have to be tied to your computer. You could take your computer and your mobile phone and your tablet, and all of this is on the go. Next slide, please. Something new that we added since the last time we did a video, we have enabled members to conduct video conferences within the platforms. So if there's a teammate or somebody within this platform, you can go direct and conference, have a video meeting with them via the Federal Forecasting app. We have in-app promotions that allow companies, users to buy package memberships, and you'll see that on the website. That would provide you with more access for your team to partake in video conference. Next slide, please. Organizing your content. So at the top left-hand side, you'll see category. That's what we're talking about. You'll be able to create your category, and then you will be able to create multiple subcategories that's under your category, and it will be organized to the left. So right now, this category right here is Army. This is the category. So all the subcategories for the Army will populate under the left-hand side. U.S. Army Medical Command, National Guard, and you will be able to add multiple items once you are a partner and have access to control your own content. And what we're doing right now, and you should see this in the near future, we are adding some automated capabilities to the platform to where these things will be automated daily on each subcategory content page. So we're constantly making changes to the platform. We make a lot of changes weekly. So you'll get a ton of notifications, testing notifications, as we are continuously making changes to the platform. Next slide, please. Partnership programs. We are onboarding a new channel partner program. My goal is to have that up and running in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Right now, we have slots for 10 people. We've already taken on one partner, and we're onboarding him right now. So once he's enrolled, we have slot for 9 people, and we'll just increase the slots as we go. But this program would allow you to scale with us. So as you're scaling and you're building your brand, you can partake in some of the rewards by partnering with us for everybody that you bring onto the platform. This will be available real soon. Stand by for this one. Next slide, please. We've just made this update last week in the platform. When you register as a user, as a member, you have the ability to put in your NAICS code, and you could also put in your location via Google. So wherever you are, when you put this in, Google will track that and have that into the platform to where now people can go in and see where you are and reach out to you based on your NAICS code and locations. Next slide, please. How to get the app. federalforecasingapp.com. You can go there. You can go to the Google Play Store. You can go to the Apple Store. Next slide, please. Your role as a partner. This is what we're looking for in a partner. I believe the Lord has blessed me with the purpose to help people. I believe this Federal Forecasting app will help a lot of people. So I'm looking for partners that want to help people, that's looking to serve the next person, what a lot of people don't realize is that everything's about the relationship. The federal government need partners like us to provide services and products for them. Everything is about the relationship. So if you are in a serving mindset and looking to help build the next person up, you are the person I'm looking for. So that's what I'm looking for as a partner. It's not really about the money for me. If you are in the mindset to help somebody else out and help build somebody else up, we're looking to partner with you. So keep that in mind. And I also need your feedback. So please provide feedback, because we are building this platform around feedback that you guys provide to us. So we'll take that, we'll create a video, we'll post a video on YouTube at Federal Forecasting App. And the goal is to help other people get into this space. I really believe that this is wealth hidden in plain sight. All of these tools are free on SBA.gov, and I can't promise you that you will reach $1 million in 0 to 90 days like you see other people say on YouTube. But I can promise you that if you just take the time to get involved in this environment and build the right relationships, partner with the right people to help you grow as a person in this space, then you will do well over time. So I wish you all the best. Next slide, please. Benefits of the Federal Forecasting App. The goal was to simplify the market research efforts and business development efforts to where you have direct access to various different links and categories. Point of contact, OSBDU personnel. You have an umbrella that's going to take you directly to that Apex accelerators that can help you and give you free resources. You have upcoming opportunities that the government put out in what they call a wish list, which we call the federal forecast. So the government put out these opportunities, and they wish that they can get all these opportunities done, but it might not happen that way. Some of those opportunities might fall off, and then we update it with new federal forecast opportunities that they provide on their OSBDU web pages. So the benefit of having this app is that you can get involved, and it's very cost efficient for you to learn how to participate in this federal contracting space. Next slide, please. Conclusion. Thanks for participating. I really enjoy the feedback. Thank you for the people that participate with us on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. My goal, my purpose in life is to help others to get into this space. I believe that there's a lot of people in the disenfranchised areas and everywhere else who really benefit from learning more about federal contracting. It's more of a self-educated tool by going to SBA.gov and learning the process. But once you learn this process, this is something you can pass down generationally to your kids, grandkids, and change the trajectory of your life. Next slide, please. Q&A. I'm open for questions. Jennifer, help me out.
All right, Derek, good stuff. It sounds like you've got a lot going on in the app that allows people not only to find opportunities, but create relationships, which is absolutely key in this industry. So if anybody has questions, please type them into the chat. We do have one that came in. How many members are on the platform currently? Is it a month-to-month or an annual fee? So 2 questions there.
Right now, we have about 400 members. It is a month-to-month, no contract, no annual fee. It's only $9.99 for a monthly subscription, but whenever you register, you're going to get the first 30 days free to see if this is something that's compatible with what you're doing. See if this is something you like, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to subscribe. You get a chance to test it out and see where it goes. But I want to also encourage you that this thing is constantly evolving. So what you see today, 30 days from now, you might see something else, because we're steady adding to the platform.
Okay, and how often is the data updated?
That's a really good question. I actually just met with my team about an hour ago, we're working on automated ways for that data to be automated, to be updated daily. So I just had a meeting last week with someone that specialized in that. So I have now brought in a consulting firm to work directly with my developers, a consulting firm that works directly in the federal space. They use other tools daily in the federal space, already been awarded contracts to use their intellect with the intellect that I have and with the intellect that the developers have, so we can provide you guys with an efficient product that's going to be updated. So as of right now, it's updated as much as I go in and update it myself, but in the near future, hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks or a month, everything will be automated, and it will be automatically updated daily.
Great. And then can you talk about the forecasting tools as far as acquisition forecasts and that data that you have available in the app?
So the forecasting tool, what I do, I go in and I pull all the forecasts that I know of, and sometimes I miss the mark, and the contracting officer or somebody from the government might say, hey, you missed my forecast, go to my website. Then I'll take that information and I download it, and then I upload everything into one platform. I upload all of the different forecasts on the federal forecasting app. So now versus you having to go to 40 or 50 different websites, you can go to one place and it's all right here.
Great. And I think maybe you've kind of touched on this. The next question says, does the app pool opportunities for all federal agencies?
That's another function that we're working on. So as we are building the automation, we're also going to implement current opportunities that's out on SAMS. We're going to provide that information as well. So no, not right now. We don't have current opportunities into the platform, but in the next, I want to say 30 to 60 days, my goal is to have it available for you. So it's not going to only be coming from SAMS, it'll be coming from other places too that would allow us to pull it.
Okay. And do you provide information on sources sought, RFIs, RFPs, RFQs? Is it everything?
So that goes back to the previous question. Right now, I do not provide information regarding sources sought and things like that, but in the near future, we anticipate having that available in the next 30 to 60 days. All hands on deck trying to pull that information in.
Great. And that then includes RFPs and RFQs, right?
Correct.
Okay. What advantage is this over SAM.gov?
SAM.gov, it's not even comparable to SAM.gov. SAM.gov has its current opportunities. It has a ton of information as far as award information, projects that's coming out, pre-solicitation, source of sought, special notices. My goal is to incorporate that into the federal forecasting app, but it's its own thing. The federal forecasting app really focuses on providing you with direct access to the OSBDU personnel with their page information, hyperlinks, and things like that, with upcoming opportunities, which are the federal forecasts. So right now, the federal forecasting app do not provide current opportunities, but that is in the works for us to provide those current opportunities. And the benefit of, I don't anticipate changing the price or the cost of the federal forecasting app. The whole reason for making it cost effective is for companies that's learning how to do business, have a tool that's not going to break the bank as they learn the process. I know for me, when I first started, I couldn't afford certain things out there. So I was not able to capture a lot of things. So my goal was to provide this platform so it will simplify the process, that learning curve of learning how to do business in the federal government.
Okay, and then can the users of your app customize the opportunities that they're going to see for the customers that they're looking for?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Could you repeat that?
Can the users of your app customize the opportunities that they're looking at. So if they're looking for only opportunities from, let's say, Homeland Security, can they only look at those opportunities?
Right, they can do that. So they can go in and put in NICS codes, find opportunities. They can filter by end user names like Army, Homeland Security, FEMA, and things like that. Set asides, they could filter that way, and then they can compile all that information. Or just say if they put in 236-220, it's not going to bring up just one opportunity for the VA or the Army. It's going to bring up every 236-220 opportunity for each end users. So it's multiple ways you could filter that information, and then you can download and export from a spreadsheet or CSV.
Okay. And how can companies win contracts using your app?
You know, that's a very loaded question. I really don't think there's any app out there or platform that can actually tell a person or tell a contractor that they can win a contract using that app. What I can say about the federal forecasting app is that it provides you with the information and point of contacts that will give you a good advancement. You would know how to reach out to an OSBDU point of contact or get in contact with their office. And then you can build that relationship to set yourself apart from everybody else that's not building that relationship or that partnership to win a contract. So winning a contract is about the relationships. And I'm glad you asked that, because I just posted a video on, and when I post videos on YouTube, my goal is to post practical videos that you can apply to your everyday contract experience. So I just posted a video on YouTube, and it's about a project that I was tracking from December all the way up until now, and I was just awarded that project on March 8th. So I took you through the process and the steps of, okay, this project came out as a source of salt. We responded to it. We didn't get the response that we wanted, but we stayed in contact with that project by going to SAMS, liking that project, following that project. And when the project came out, it was still in the set aside. So we still participated and we bid the project like we competed the project against other people. And because we bid the project the way that the government wanted us to bid the project, according to how they put it out in the specifications, and they will put out different sections and say, okay, I want your proposal to look like A, B, C, D. Well, once you follow those rules and you do everything they ask, then you set yourself apart, and it's a possibility that you can win that job. So I walk people through that process, and I posted it on YouTube so people can learn how to win contracts. So to answer your question, it's not really one tool that's going to help you win a contract. What's going to help you win a contract is understanding the process of the contract, knowing how to scale, knowing how to package your proposal properly, and estimating. And that's going to help you win. But the federal forecasting app provides you with direct links to OSBDU personnel and opportunities with point of contacts at the end of the opportunity that can kind of help get you in front of opportunities to build those relationships.
Yeah, I agree 5,000 and whatever percent. There's no app that's going to win anybody a contract. These are just tools to help you decide what to pursue and not, and the rest comes down to your past performance, your price, your relationship, all of the different components. Next question says, how does a capture manager benefit from using your app?
You know, I want to say it all depends on your level of experience. That's another loaded question. So it all depends on your level of experience. You know, if you are well experienced, you already have a process, you already know your who, what, when, and where, then you could benefit by downloading the upcoming projects or the possible upcoming projects on the forecast, the wish list, and getting in front of those point of contacts. building a relationship with the OSBDU personnel if you haven't already done so. If you're a capture manager and you're just starting in the process, then it's going to provide you that ecosystem with other people that you could possibly reach out to within the platform to possibly team with, build relationships with. If suppliers have put their information in a directory and you want to reach out to them, well, you can build that relationship. If a prime contractor had came on and made themselves available by uploading their content, their current opportunities, well, you can capture that and build that relationship. So everything's at the beginning right now. We just launched this project back in November at the SBC, and we are here in March, and we're steady growing. So new people are steady coming on. So to answer your question, I guess it's all based on how good are you at building relationships.
Exactly. Good point. And then other questions here in regards to, is the webinar being recorded? And yes, it is. Everybody will get a copy of the recording and the slides. And I think this is, I think that was our last question. Anything else you wanted to add, Derek? I'll go to the next slide that I think has more of your contact information on it.
You know, visit us at Federal Forecasting App on YouTube. If you have any questions, send me an email down there. Drop us a link in on YouTube on a video that you might have questions about. And my goal is to turn that around to you. And not only will I respond to it, but my goal, I will probably record a video answering that question so everybody else can get that same answer. My goal is to help more people get into this space and win. I've seen a lot of people that came into this space and hired, and there's nothing wrong with consulting. So if you're a consultant, don't get mad at me for saying this. I'm about to say this about this one company that I know. But he went through the 8A program and he hired a consultant, and the consultant said, hey, we would get you a lot of money. We would get you a $1 million project, and out of that $1 million, we would give you 5% of that back. So they hijacked his company and his set aside. On the front end, he would get $50,000 up front. But out of that $1 million, they might package $200,000 in profit. So for 9 years, this guy made over $100 million in projects through his set asides. But at the end of his 8A experience, he never learned how to do the business. He never built relationships. He never learned how to navigate SAM.gov. He didn't build a relationship with Apex Accelerator. He didn't know anything about the business. So this company, they didn't have any ties to him. His very last project had went south, and they just left him hanging. So now he's dealing with a loss on a project he don't know how to run. This company just completely made all this money off his company. And now at the end of his life of his 8A, he can't sell his company. It has no value. And now he's trying to figure out how he's going to make money. So my mission is to show people that you can learn this process. All you have to do is read a little bit, get in a certain element, a certain group, reach out to your local Apex Accelerators, your SCORE, people that's going to help build you up versus take from you. And I hate seeing people go through stuff like that. So I just want to help out a lot of people, and this is my way of doing it.
Great. Derek, we think you're doing a great job. I think any last questions that anybody has? Otherwise, we highly encourage you to download the app, use it, give Derek your feedback. He needs it. He's customizing this for you, the user. So tell him what you need, and he'll do his best to implement any changes or edits that you guys feel are important. Again, all of this has been recorded. Everybody will get the recording and the PowerPoint slides. And I think that's it. So Derek, any last words, and then we can close out and take your time.
One last thing, Jennifer, I want to say thank you to you and your team. You guys are awesome. If you guys need anybody to help you out navigate this WebEx space, to present for you while you pitch things, hey, reach out to Jennifer Schaus and our team. They're awesome. I love the work they do. And thank you all for showing up.
Thank you, Derek. It's been great working with you and your team as well. And we love your app. We love what you're doing for the government contracting community. It's much needed, and I like how you're tackling this. So we wish you continued success, and thanks again, everybody. We'll get the recording out probably within the next hour or two. So check your emails.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.